Update on Tesla. I'll do QQQ as well. Gonna be kind of a quick video. I'm expecting this to be the top. We'll see how this plays out. But what happened here is we did break the high. And I mean, this is a very, very bullish. The fact that we broke the high, that's very bullish for the stock. Because that means we're just looking at a C wave now. I still think this is a B wave finish right here. So I'm looking at like this pretty much. And honestly, I think there's a very good chance this is supposed to be a 5-wave move right here. And we're just making a second wave or a B wave down here to a gap fill at 224. So we'll see if we even get there. But if for some reason this was supposed to be the C wave, I still see this though, honestly, this structure right here is ABC. So that would mean we would have to do a 5-wave move down here. If we zoom in here on lower time frames, we got that first impulse move down right here, pulled back. The target, if this is the start of a third wave, would be down here at 246.71. And yeah, I won't lie, this is the first like botched move I've had on Tesla in a while, and I should have seen it better. We were outside of standard deviation on the hourly, went to the top of the standard deviation outside of it right here. So I'm basically just looking for a 5-wave move to play out over the next week. Taking into account how long this took, I would say somewhere in around 1222, we'd be right here. And then that's going to be a buy all day because we're looking at this as either A, B, C up here to like 295, or we're looking at this as a second wave. In that case, we could be going to all-time highs. So this is going to be the last dip. I will be super bullish after we get into this box, and I'll be buying shares, maybe some options, but mostly shares. I find shares are just easier for me to hold. When the stock starts pulling back a little bit and you got theta working against you, I think it's just easier for me to hold shares. So I'm going to be doing that when we get back into this box. And then I'm going to be looking for at least 296, gap fill, all that stuff. So I think we got another week of this dip. Right now we're down about 0.5% on QQQ. I'll look at that real quick too. Looks like that is a 5-wave move as well. It might be finished here. Kind of remains to be seen. It might be 5 waves right here. This third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. I'm not sure. Haven't looked at the options chain, but if that's the case, then you're looking at this as pullback here to probably 404. But I would imagine this is probably wave 1 because this move was such a long move. I would say you're probably looking at something down here around 399.50, which actually has a demand zone as well. There's a demand zone right here starting at 399.50. So I would be looking for this to potentially play out like down here. So on Tesla, I'm looking for a move down to 246 short term. We'll see if we get that. This could be a B wave right here. It might come back up here first. There are a lot of calls at 250 that need to be burned anyway. And 245 is about max pain, I think, by the end of the week. So tomorrow, I would expect some more downside, and I would expect more downside next week. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about it right now. I am in SQQQ. I'm down on that still because I've been averaging into it. I started buying around like 395. So I'm down on that, but I'm expecting a correction potentially down here all the way to 378. That would be about a 10% correction. That is actually the only daily demand zone that I see on the chart. Short term around here. So you don't see any here. I see one right here. And then I see one right down here. No, I don't see one down there. This is the best spot right here. I don't see any other daily demands until you get down here to 351. We're not going to 351. That's too big of a correction. So I'm basically looking for this to pull back to 378. So do the math, 378, that's about a 5% correction. That's not really that big of a correction at all. But that's going to be enough, hopefully, for Tesla to get back down to 225, where you can buy in pretty big. And on the 10-year and the dollar, these are about finished as well for first wave. I would expect a bounce on these, this one back to at least 4.4. On the dollar, I would look for a bounce back to, and I was wrong, my calculation's a little bit off. I thought this was a fifth wave right here. Looks like this was the fifth wave. It might be finished, might not be, but looking for a pullback to at least 104.50. Probably back up here still to 105.56 over the next. The correction might take longer than that, but I'm not going to expect anything more than a week or two. I think it's going to be pretty quick. So I'll say that. I'll leave it at that for now. Just Tesla, QQQ, dollar, and 10-year yield. Some of these growth stocks like SoFi, Affirm, I'm expecting those to correct a good amount. Maybe I'll do a video later on those. But those had really nice runs. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I will catch you in a video later.